Hello, Internet, and welcome back to Space Engineers. So, this week, it is time. We are finally going to take the fight to the enemy, whoever that enemy might be. Uh, yeah, we have a battleship. It is probably ready. Oh, it's very ready, and oops, I fell in my hole. It's raring to go. The thrusters are still on. Hold on a minute. Oh, it's not attached to the base. That's not ideal. Okay. In we go. I need my HUD for this. Okay, 5 and... Nope, not 9. 8. There we go. Whoops. I guess that was, I don't know if I just didn't lock it down last episode, or if I was doing something for screenshotting afterward that may have had it detached. That might be it. Either way, we have a ship. It's raring for a fight. We've got this mushroom gun that is really well posed at the moment. I like that. So, first thing I need to do, I want to make sure that this thing is ready for battle by, actually, we'll go in here and do it. I want as much ammo on this thing as possible, because that, rotor turret uses a ton of ammo. It's got all those guns. So, I need a bunch of extra, and it just makes sense to go in with a lot of ammo. So, can I get in from this? Is there a gap? No. No? Okay. Never mind that. So sometimes you can, with some things you can get in even if there's a pipe, because it'll still, like, highlight. I guess that is not one of them. So, I think there is a... Maybe on the other side? Somewhere on this thing there's a control panel. Yes. Can I get in through this? Yes. Okay. So here we have our cargo container. Let's open up this one, and if I do... Let's find our ammo. So... Okay, we've got this, which doesn't help us. Okay, there's none in that. I guess these are all the base turrets. These... Oh no, I bet these are all the rotor turret guns. Don't know what that is. Or these green things. Okay, so all the ammo's in turrets right now, right? What are these actually? 25 millimeter. I bet if I type in 25, that'll show me. Yeah, those are all guns. Okay, so we don't have a stockpile of ammo. Let's produce that. So, oh yeah, consumable with the bullet. We'll just make a bunch. Yeah. And how much magnesium do I have? Magnesium. Magnesium. Where are you? Nickel. Ah. 18.4. Now 17.4. And it took one magnesium. Okay, so it takes one each. Okay, then. Well, that's not super great. What are you? Super gremlin. Well, we'll produce what we can, and maybe that'll be enough. I don't know. Uh, we'll just go a shooting and see what happens. So, oh, one thing too. So I was thinking, and this, our piston leg is unfortunately kind of right in the spot. So I would like to have that fourth battery I blew up. Obviously, I'd like to have the one I blew up, because then I wouldn't have to build it. Do I have enough to build a battery? This is backwards. Let's not do that. What are they? They're called power cells. Oh, yeah. I need 80 for a large battery, and I have 96. Plenty. So, okay, what I can do... Where do I want to... So, our leg is in the way. I think... Can I get a... Yeah, that is a full armor block back there. So what I can do is remove these bits. Oh, hello, outside. Remove that, and I could stick it right here. So then it's kind of in line with everything. That seems reasonable. Though, let's turn on a light so we can see. What are... So, that is a light armor half slope. If I fall out of the bottom. Oh, and that's like the main support for the engines, which actually... Well, no, the battery would still support that, so that's fine. Huh. So, I could stick it there. I guess I could also stick a battery here-ish. Kind of mirroring this, terminal. Whatever. Programmable block. It's kind of bulky. Looks a little silly. No. My main hesitation with here, because these are thin, and because this is a gap, essentially, with the battery here, a few stray shots hitting the back of the ship could easily dent through this or break through this and hit the battery. And the battery is much more valuable than the metal. So I'm I think I'm leaning towards sticking it up here kind of in the middle. Because up here, this is a full block, so it's much more sturdy. And if I'm getting a lot of damage right here in this area, I'm probably going to be in pretty bad shape anyway because my cockpit's here. So, maybe I'll do that. Let's have us some armor. Yeah, so we'll stick that there. Should have all the parts, because I just unwelded them. Okay. We'll just pretend we didn't do this. Pretend that nothing has changed. All is here as it was. And, nope. We will get ourselves a battery. Get ourselves... Why? I had the power. Oh, is it doing... That's a pain. It's doing the thing where buttons? I can't pull stuff out of a subgrid. It would be nice if they could fix that. Because this, for those who aren't aware, the build... What do they call this? Build info or... Build Planner. That's what it is. I don't know. So Build Planner was a mod before it was integrated into the main game. And in the mod, it kind of makes sense that you'd have some limitations. Like weirdness with subgrids. It would be nice if the main game didn't have that. Now it's kind of integrated. Though I guess it may be something where, like, the base functionality code is too complex, so it's a lot more difficult than is worth it. But it would mean I wouldn't have to fly up and down all the time to build things in this ship. And I guess I could just drag the stuff in manually, as was done in olden days. It's so much quicker, just hit a button while looking at a hole and out comes parts, as if by magic. Okay. I'll get this welded up. Then he's far away now. So once we're going, once I have this battery welded up, my plan is I'm going to kind of idle around, do other things, waiting for an enemy to appear. Something that seems killable. Because I know of the 3 things that seem to be on Mars, the super gremlin we faced, and I don't think it was too bad, it was just that we were in a small ship, so we couldn't really deal with it very well. So they don't seem too bad. I don't know about those dropship things. Not really looked at one. So they may be good, they may be bad. I do know, I think it's the Oban Tide that tends to fly around here. It is very angry. It is like a battleship, so we don't want to go with that. Almost out of fuel, so let us... Whoop. And thankfully I can walk down my walls. Okay. I don't need these things. What is... This has been happening for a while now where my oxygen doesn't fill from this. I do have oxygen. Because I filled my bottles. Oh, could it be... Ah, yep. So they were on stockpile. This one is... That's the tank on board the Big Cigar, our ship. So now... Haha! Oxygen. Okay, that makes life easier. Because really, there's not much... Because I have to go and recharge so often, there's not much reason that I should ever run out of the oxygen bottle. But for a couple episodes now, I think I've had to be refilling that as well as hydrogen. So... Okay. So that's... about done? I think the ship is ready. Let's go ahead and get some steel first, because I'm going to need some steel. Yeah, sure. So, we come out here to the back porch. My plan for what else to do while we wait for enemies to plunder. This little hole with the dropper, it is meant to be the base of our ice drill that will go out onto the barren snow flats and suck up fuel. I think it's about time we start using it. So we have a bunch of hydrogen. We have a bunch of hydrogen in the ship, but we also need hydrogen as a way to produce more power. In fact, where are our batteries doing? And also, how is this doing? Yeah. Okay, so we did not make very many ammos. Do we have any now in storage? So 25. Turret. Gun. Turrets and guns. No. All of our ammo has gone into turrets. Okay. Well, I guess that's all we get. Batteries. So... Are there... Well, there are no batteries on the base. That might be an oversight. Well... So some of these are... I guess these are some of the other vehicles. That one's recharging. That one's good. Which one? Okay. So that one, and that one are all the cigar batteries. 1 hour and 5 hours. That's the new one we just built. So let's just add that to the group real quick. Okay. That's a while. That's not super ideal, because I would like this thing to be pretty full powered when I take it out to battle. So, here's an idea. So, on the cigar, we have engines? Those are small engines. That's not it. Those are boosters. I think these are for the Martian fighter. Have our tanks. That's the tank on board the cigar. Do we... cigar engines. Here they are. Okay. Yeah, so we have... I think there are 2 hydrogen engines on board the Scar. If we kick those on, what's our battery doing now? Yeah. Oh, no, these are... Okay, so it's down from an hour to 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 52 minutes. That's a little bit better. Okay. So, we can do that. We'll leave those running. They are burning our hydrogen. So... Oh. I should not have filled up on plate. Get rid of that. There we go. Let's start... Oh, okay. Get our drill built. We'll just dump everything. We'll get our plate afterward. Okay. So now we have a hole. Let's get our plates of various makes and models. And we're gonna need a rotor. We're gonna need pistons. We're gonna need tubes. And drills, and I think that's it. Drills are, yes. Okay. Let's get our color correct. So. Nope. There we go. And that is the wrong rotor. There we don't go. Do advanced. Come on. Advanced rotor. There we go. Okay. So, we have our advanced rotor. It's connected to the pipe. Can I... Yes. Okay, so I can weld straight on the rotor through this little hole. So that's good. So I don't have to weld it up now, I guess. And let's see. So I have a basic idea for how to build this. Do I want... So what I could do, I could have the piston here that raises up and down. That's how we lower into the ice, which is an option. Or Or I could have pipes over here and have the piston at the other end. I don't know what is better. I guess it doesn't really matter. I could also, I guess, have a piston at both ends, but I don't know if I really need that much height variability. Because I don't think... So, this isn't, is pretty obvious, I guess. This is not ice, this is snow. Which is slightly different from ice for a couple things. One, it gives you a little bit less per volume drilled of ice. So it is a little bit less efficient than if you were mining an actual ice lake. But it also, I don't think, goes super deep. It's sort of just a surface layer. And then there's stone under it. So maybe we just go with the one piston. And have our pipes come off of it. And how I'll do it. So I'll have this piston go up once it is ready to exist. And once I'm ready to build the drills. That's the wrong button. Stop it. Go away. Okay. Well, we'll come back to this later. There is an enemy on the prowl. So that is a hunchback dropship. Let's, okay, to battle stations. Seal the deck. Get in the cockpit. First, let's just look at it. Okay, it's fast approaching. I do see 2 missile turrets. Though, it's 1 per side, and I don't see many other turrets. Having to really lean into my microphone here to try and see. I think it's just those 2. That might be doable if we approach from one side. Okay, let's do this. Moment of truth. Okay, engines on. Unlocked. Up we go. Oh, we're very slow to reverse. Guess because we only have the 2 thrusters. Our up is quite good, though. I guess... Where is... It's coming, like, directly over us, so I do need to get fairly far out before I rise up to its altitude. Because what I don't want to do is end up in range too soon. Which might be happening. No. I think we're going to stay relatively clear. Maybe I want to stay a little bit below it. Yeah. Okay. Yes, our front turret is working. Oh. Okay, it's got more than just the side guns. Oh, it's got a lot of guns. You know? Maybe I leave that one be. There are at least 2 Gatlings and 1 more missile turret, and I think I saw others kind of... I think there are actually 4 Gatlings and 2 more turrets on top. When I was approaching. Yeah, you can see the tops of the other set. Okay, you know, never mind. Those are probably friendly. It would be a shame to attack them. Back down we go. Well, I will say, this thing seems to fly pretty well. I've got a lot of maneuverability. It is a little heavy, of course, but honestly, I'd prefer... I think that's my issue, is with the fighter. It's too light, and I'm too readily able to throw myself into the gun range. And I guess something to consider too. So my cockpit is about the middle of the ship. So technically, all the readouts are from where my character is in the middle. The front of the ship is much closer. So I should be careful about that. I can probably take out the enemies once I'm within a kilometer. Because I'm pretty sure bullets work up to a kilometer. Because in realistic scientific fashion, they just disappear from reality after a kilometer away from the gun. But I should be able to, within a kilometer, I should be able to fire. And because my Gatling turret, or my rotor turret, which is the main weapon, is closer to the enemy, it should hit much easier. So that'll be, instead of getting within 800, where it can fire back, I will aim to just get close enough that I think I can shoot at it. Hello, stick. Oh, we have overshot. Braking force leaves a bit to be desired. But okay. Down we go. 5 and 8. And that's fine. It gives us a bit more time to recharge the old batteries before the next battle. And it might be nice again to have our fight in the daytime instead of night. Which, from the reflection off of Earth, looks like it is about midnight now. So not super ideal. Okay. Anyway, back to this. So, what I'll do... Oh, and actually, while I'm here, let's... Is this? Yes. Before I make anything kind of off balance, we will turn the rotor lock on so that it won't spin. So the basic plan, I'll have my rotation here, so I can do my arc through the snow, sort of like how we did at the other ice base on Earth. So I'll have that. The piston here will go up, and then I can lower it as I want to dig deeper into the ground. And then I do my 90-degree turn, and I want... How far out do I want to go? Maybe... Oh, come on. Is 2 good? We'll do 3 just in case. That'll let us go even further out into the snow fields. And it'll give me enough room to do my other idea, which I will show in a moment. Though, oh, and I guess I should... Before I do this, I need to raise this up, which means it needs to exist. So... I may have to make a couple trips of this. Oh, nope, just 2. Okay, so now we send you into the sky, and I guess what I want to do is when it's fully up, in order to get the most out of dropping down, when it is fully up, I want my drills to be just above the ground. So let's do a tube, a tube. How? Drills are 3 blocks up? Yes, 3 blocks of length. So is that a good? That's alright. I think I can go one more down. So let's do one more down. Yeah. Okay, so there's the drill. My secret idea I cannot do because it's not high enough. Maybe just 4 drills? Or maybe I do it... Here's an idea. Maybe I do it slightly off-center, closer into the, base, and then I can get more of the stuff close by. So my idea with this, I want this big sort of sweeping, wiggly drill wall. I don't want it to wiggle. But I want this so that per sweep I get much more ice. And then from there, I don't have to do extensions out as much. I'll get a bunch of ice and, I don't know, it just seems nicer. Seems quicker than the other way. So yeah, I guess I will get this stuff welded up. Then I will be back. Or I will be back sooner because enemies have appeared. So either way, see you then. Do I have steel tubes? Steel tube? I have large steel tubes. Could those work? Guess not. That's okay. Well, I guess I'm back. Oh. Oh, nope. I was about to say, oh, perfect timing, because there's an enemy. We aren't messing with him. He's a big enemy. We don't want to deal with that. Apparently I'm out of small steel tubes, so I guess we will make those. Make just 100 again. How much iron do I have? Okay, it says 20. 153. How much do I need? Ah, okay, so we have enough, but we're also pretty much out of that. That's good to know. And actually, while those, produce up, I'm gonna just hop on over to this very close unknown signal. I might as well. What's in this rock? Silicon. That's why I don't have it marked. Take our drill down. Oh, and I'm almost out of power. Okay, we'll make this quick. This is a fun one. Okay. What do I win? Ooh. Newspaper boots. I don't think I had those before. Wow. An actual rare and unique item out of the, drop pods. I guess it can happen. Oh. That's not right. Ah. So that's good, so I guess I'm back again. So what just happened, as I went to pull stuff out, I accidentally painted the box. That's happened several times. So what it seems to be, middle mouse button is, it's what you use to withdraw stuff in your build planner, which now has nothing because I withdrew the stuff. But, yeah, so whenever you look at a cargo access point, hit middle mouse, it'll pull out whatever's in your build planner. If you have nothing, it will, put in your build planner whatever you have selected in your, ghost hand, and then pull that out. So, that's all fine and good. Unfortunately, middle mouse is also the button to paint whatever you're looking at into the color of whatever block you have selected. So, in a situation like that, where I was looking at the port but wasn't close enough to highlight it, which I guess it seems to be like within a block away almost. It's further from there, so it's a sphere around it. But if it's not highlighting and you click it, you will accidentally paint instead of withdrawing stuff. So a little helpful tip if you are using this for a tutorial for some ungodly reason. Okay, so the reason I have a welder in my hand, I had an idea, because these things are expensive, and it means a lot of trips to weld each one up. So I've got the one on the end. What I'm going to do first, because it keeps jiggling, let's select all of our pistons. They'd be these four. Let's turn on shear inertia tension. So now they shouldn't wiggle as much, which is good. So, weld this guy on. Da-da-da. And when I turn it on, it stops. Why? It started for a second. Okay, I've cooked myself. That's not ideal. Huh. Oh, duh. So what I've done, you may notice this pipe goes into this unwelded drill, which goes through this chain of unwelded drills to the drill on the end I started welding. That doesn't quite work. In order to get parts to this, to build these drills, I would need to have these drills built so they could run parts to here. So, yeah, that's not... Okay, that's not correct. Right. Well, I guess if I weld up this one, I guess I just go both ways, so I could point it out this way and then point it this way. Guess that would work. Sure. So weld this down. Luckily, I think they take mostly the same combination of parts between a drill and a welder, so I should still have everything I need. To take a while and weld. Okay. Now, if I turn this on, boom. And now we have another drill. So if I turn this around, like so, weld it back on, turn it on again. Ooh, it even welds both of them. That's handy. Okay, now I just have to scoot it down and weld the last one. So, this is also how I built the tanks over there, you may recall. But it is a very handy way to produce things that require a lot of parts, especially a lot of big parts that are a pain to carry. Yeah. And then, when you're done, you just tear it down. So, it is a good idea if you're going to be building large bases to just kind of have the parts on hand somewhere to build a large welder. And, you know, you're probably already going to be running access points and pipes and whatnot, especially around the big things, because most of the big things require or have access points on them. So it makes it really convenient to weld stuff up, and even if you don't have the parts, you can just stick it there, like with the tanks. Stick it there, and it will slowly weld as you get the parts. So it's nice and handy. So, okay. I think that's our drill done. As sun breaks over the Martian hill. Yeah. I guess... Okay, so next step then... Yeah, we can see well enough. So what I want to do... Select our this. And I want to... Which way is which? Which way is... Oh, duh. Rotor lock. Oh, and now it's moving. Okay, so that is positive. So what I want to do is... I've lost control. Come back, control. Okay. Let's align this. I want the nearest drill to be kind of right aligned with the edge of the snow, which it looks... good enough. It's okay if this gets a little bit of dirt, because we can process the dirt into stuff. It's okay. So now it's there. What angle are we at? Okay, 58.7. So, if actually I can do it from here, can't I? Get rid of that and just type, we'll say 58, and it'll get angry because it's over 58. But now if we up it, we end up right at 58. We could have 0.1. I think that should be a good speed to have it swing around at. It's the lowest increment I can do here easily. Okay, so that's 58. My guess is negative 58 will put us in a decent spot on the other side. So we'll do negative 58. Look away to close that. Okay, so now let's do this from here so we can, yeah, we can observe from on high. So if we go to our advanced rotor, maybe we mark this as ice drill advanced rotor, just in case we have another one. Okay. So, advanced rotor. Wait, shouldn't we have another rotor? Because the rotor turret is a rotor. We won't worry about it. Okay. So, advanced rotor. We set it to reverse. It's moving very slowly. Let's set it to... That'll work. So now you can see it'll sweep across in this arc and end up right there at the other end, pretty much right on target. In fact, there's a little bit better on target than it is on the other side. So yeah, that's the gist. And we even get to keep our umbrella. In fact, I can... well, no. That could be the control spot for the crane, except for there's no way to put things on the command or on the controls of a seat, which is a bummer. So, I guess we need a this. Oh, my thing is still, of course, from the drill in here, or from the cargo painting. Okay. So we'll place this like so. We can use this to control our crane. So we've named that. Let's name this. Nope, that's not name. Ice drill. I guess up piston? Be clear enough? Yeah, and let's set our velocity to like 0.1. Because I want it to move pretty slowly. Then, I guess we can mark all these drills as drills. So, Ice drills. Oops, I just bumped my mic. That'll sound good later. Okay. Ice drills. We don't need to see them. And I guess these... Let's do... we can do ice drill extension piston. Extension piston 1. Then this one will be ice drill extension piston 2. Then this one will be... This one will do smarter. Copy that. Could have done this for all of them. Ice drill piston 3. Genius. Then we type in pistons, so we've got 1, 2, and 3. We'll also set these to 0.1. They don't need to be as slow, but well, they won't be because there are 3 of them, so each of them will be going, so the minimum they can go is 0.3. I guess the minimum they will go at this setting. But that should be fine, because basically all I want to do with them is after I've made a pass, I reset everything, extend them out so they kind of line up at the edge, and then do another pass. So, okay, let's set up our things now that we have names. Yes, perfect. Okay, so we want our rotor. We want to be able to reverse that so it just sweeps back and forth. We want our up piston. I could do... No, I can't do increase and reset velocity. Because what happens, at least in my experience, reset velocity, because a piston is by default set to negative 0.5 meters per second, every time you hit reset, even if you had it set to 0 before you made the button, it will reset to negative 0.5 and retract the piston, which is not what I want. So I guess I'll do it the classic way. We'll do a reverse, and then I need an on-off. Because if I'm right, even if the piston's off, it can still pass good stuff through it. So that will allow me to raise and lower it to the height I want, and then lock it in place. Okay, so there's that. I guess last, we need our drills. And yeah, I could put maybe a second panel to do the extension, but I guess really the extension I'm not going to be doing often. And I could probably just do it manually from each piston when I need to do it. These are the controls for sweeping back and forth, which I'm going to have to do more often, I bet. Okay. Well, I think our piston is set up and ready. There's still no enemies in the Martian rising sun, so I guess we get this thing rolling. So, that does the reverse. That still very jiggly, and the reverse is now... Hold on. Yeah, no. We don't want it to be that fast. Oh, that's faster. Negative 0.1. That's where we want it. Yeah, that seems like a good sweeping speed. Okay. So if we reverse... Our pistons start dropping. Let's turn on our drills and get it down to what looks like a good height. Yeah. And I guess just to check. Come on, give it to me. Yes, our drills are dumping into the cargo system. Okay, that looks good. That should be okay. Now, we start rotating. Look at that. We're drilling snow. Let's see it from above. Yeah! That's exciting. I mean, this is, you know, barring some visual improvements, this is what the base is meant to do. This is it. It is now, we're now fully functional. We have our hydrogen storage. We have our drill to gather ice to convert into hydrogen. Do we have an O2H2 generator? No. Okay, well that's a step. So we're just stockpiling ice currently. I guess, where do we put those? Maybe over here? We have room for 2. And I guess we could stick some more maybe around this side. Yeah, 2 more. Let's do that. There's not very much point in mining the ice if we can't then use the ice. Okay. Oh, and this is gonna suck power, too. Well, we'll deal with that when it comes. Whoops. That's a hole. Let's just get one working. And... yeah, there it goes. It's filling with ice. Oh, so are we. Yeah, we still got plenty of storage room. I guess worst comes to it, it'll overflow ice onto the cigar, which we don't want to have happen because that will then weigh us down. So that's not ideal. Well, again, we'll figure it out. Actually, it's almost done with its arc. Yeah. Look at that. Okay. Get all the bits for these. See how many we can build. Okay. So we now have those. Actually, we could put a 5th back here if we want to, but maybe this will be where we stick some batteries for the base. In fact, yeah, let's... what are our batteries doing right now? So, cigar batteries are all fully recharged. Perfect. That is at the end. How much ice do we have? 170k plus all the ice being processed. So, okay. I think we're doing alright. Probably. What are our... that's not how we do that. So our hydrogen tanks are all filling. Except for that one, but that's fine, I guess. Those might be the miner, which maybe isn't piped correct. I don't know why those aren't doing. Most stuff is filling. What is our oxygen tanks? They're all full. Perfect. So we're actually producing right now more hydrogen than we are burning in the engines. Because the tanks are filling. So that's good. That is that done. Now, I just need to fight. It's the point of the episode. I guess I could go get that unknown signal. Something to do. We'll take the buggy for it. Oh, those might be the tanks in this that aren't filling for some reason. I don't know. Let's take the car out. Go on a Sunday drive. So I need to... Oh no, first I need to disconnect. Roll forward a bit, and then we can do our wheels. Up. Okay. And away we go. Oh. Dang it. Another hunchback dropship. Got excited. Maybe we do go after it. I just feel like it, even with my fancy rotor gun, I feel like it has too many other guns. And they're all positioned in a way that I can't really pick them off one by one. Like, you're in an inconvenient position. Okay, do I get a new special thing? Nope. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. So there's dropship. Maybe I just have to wait and hope that next episode, or just wait and start next episode, when there is a ship to fight. Maybe that's what I'll do. Yeah, I feel like a bit of a cop-out, because the whole idea was we were going to war. But I guess maybe... I don't know. I want to win. That's the goal. I would like to succeed. I feel like my chance of success against that thing is pretty limited. What I'd really like is one of the super gremlins, because I think I could take one of them on. Yeah. Well, we'll back in here. I'm gonna wait and see if something shows up, and then... I don't know. We'll determine later what we do. Drop our wheels down till we get yellow, and lock. Nope, and lock. Okay. Well, I guess even if we don't fight anything more, it was a pretty productive episode. I can go ahead and fill this hole in. So we stop. Dang it! Stop falling through it. No! Stop it! There we go. Yeah, so... there was no glorious battle, but there's glorious production. We now have our sweeping ice crane, ice drill, that we should be able to use to get a crap ton of ice. We got a crap ton of ice that is now slowly being processed. And yeah. So I guess next week we will go to war, and then finish the base with whatever goodies we get. So yeah, that'll be that. until next time, thank you for watching. Like, until next time, thank you for that. That doesn't make much sense. Yeah, figure it out, future me. Do better intro in post. Yeah, thank you for watching. Feel free to check out any of my other stuff on the channel. There is plenty of it. And yeah, I will see you next week, more than likely. Bye-bye!